Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Stewart.
Yay. Hi, Sam.
I love how you got doctorates between episodes. I mean, well done.
Mm,
How long did that one
mhm.
take to get?
Well, I've got a few now because we've done that joke a few times. So I've got quite a few on my wall. It took about 16 minutes for that
Yeah,
one. Hmm.
I'll buy that. There must be somebody out there that's got like who's done their entire 18 to however what age just doing that, and now they're
Hmm.
like 65. And it's like they just have a lot of doctorates and they've done nothing else in their life except building a credit, you know. And they're in how
Hmm.
much credit card debt? Well, credit card, but how much state debt? It's like there's going to be somebody, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, just a little bit different today, yet also the same. What are we doing today? Oh, Stuart, oh buddy, oh pal.
Well, today we're doing, look, this Strange New Worlds trailer just dropped. We just talked
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do Strange New Worlds themed AI stuff. So you guys want to see as a good example, Pike on the Enterprise D bridge, or Pike meets Archer, or
Yeah, yeah.
stuff like that would be really fun to do. And it's a kind of a what if. What
Mm-hmm.
if this season had this? So we're gonna have some fun and hopefully come up with some great images. Um, we do have all of the reference material for all the cast for Strange New Worlds. So it should be quite a fun one, and hopefully you guys will come up with some crazy stuff, but not too crazy.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking to.
Yes. And as you can see from the thumbnail, I submitted a shot of the cast, and they're on a corridor, and I just said swap them all to TNG uniform and make the corridor damaged. It kind of made the corridor so damaged it looks like it's almost a temple. But
I thought it was a temple when I saw it. Yeah.
but Pike is excellent. I mean, all round that's fantastic. The other two are they're stunt doubles, but you get the picture, right? And obviously diminishing returns the
Well,
further out you go. But I mean that is an
yeah,
exceptionally good TNG Pike overall. So there's a lot of fun we can have here.
yeah. And Area 51 says he's got to say, I prefer this version of Spock. Well, there you go. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool version of Spock, honestly.
Yeah, it's more Nimoy, but that's because it's a
With
fake
some,
person, not an actor.
you know, with some 5 o'clock shadow going on. That's okay.
So yeah, submit your ideas. We can combine different treks. You can, like I said, do different uniforms, different sets. Your creativity is what drives this, or even something like you know, actor being assimilated by the Borg, or in the fire pits of or even like historical locations, right? You could do Una in a 13th century stable, right? Like that could go.
Yeah.
That could be both boring. I mean, or go minutia. Like with yesterday, I had data scanning Oreos. You know, Una in 1910 New York City, skydiving while playing the banjo while eating a cupcake. Like,
Why? I want to see Boimler and Mariner from Lower
yep,
Decks meet Una and Pike and see if it can handle that.
that already happens to you. Go back and watch season 2, episode 9.
Oh, no, but I want to see if it can extrapolate from the animated characters turned into live action.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And
Okay,
new
he's
member Carl has joined the channel at the rank of ensign. So welcome aboard, ensign.
Carl. Is that the Carl? If it is, then say, because just because your name's unique doesn't mean there can't be two of you in the world. Let us know. Let us know. Well, I start sharing. I'll see you
Go
in a
for it.
minute.
Everybody hit the like button. We have 10 people here. Sorry, 19 people, 20 people here, and 6 likes. Hit that like button, guys. This will be fun. This is just for fun. This is not to, poo poo on any artists or anything like that. This is just for fun. So I don't want anybody getting uppity, but hit the like button. We'll have some fun. Super chat in with your prompts. Classics already got one in there, which is cool. Uh, we will see what we can come up with and kind of craft some stories around what we have. It is the Caro. Hey, good. Um, So yeah, we can craft some stories around what you guys come up with, see some cool visuals, and have some fun with this. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any content like this or any of our Strange New Worlds content when, in fact, Strange New Worlds airs on July 17th. We're looking forward to doing it. We cover them all, we review them all, and we do a lot of breakdown videos on any new tech or ships that we see. So it's fun for us. Hopefully, it's fun for you guys as well. So make sure you click notification bell icon to all. Also, there is an option down there on YouTube to hit the join button where you can join the channel here on YouTube, or you can head over to Patreon/Trekyards. That's another way to support us on a monthly basis. If you're able to, please do so. We really appreciate it. Or, of course, like I said, super chatting in, just hitting the like button, sending us, you can send a one-time PayPal payment to trekyards@hotmail.com if you want to tell us anything. You don't want to use super chats. That's all good. We can, a lot of help from a lot of different ways. So, uh, it is the Carl.
Whoa. You might see him on screen at some point. Who knows? Gotta get in his car for that. So who knows?
Who's Carl?
He's a very clever 3D printer. That's not actually in any way his job or what he does really, but he's very good at it. And he's
Cool.
he's local enough to be postable and not in an annoying way. And
Nice.
he loves Trekyards. Made us a little very wonderful Trekyards box, which you've seen before the phases. And yeah, excited to see his art do more arting. Because, you know, we like seeing cool stuff on screen. It's kind of one of our things.
That's what we do.
Yes.
So what we enjoy anyway. All right. So like I said, hit the like button, guys. Still not up to 10 likes. Come on. We can do better.
There's a comment mentioning a fan made video on Saturday, if you want to read that out.
No, I don't really want to.
But you could, though.
I could. I read it in my head. I'm not going to read it out loud, though. But it's fine. I should actually ban him. Jose. I'm going to, delete that. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to read it.
So. I can't read it because it's too gratifying.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm connected to you, so I can't read it.
Just saying positive compliments can't be read because we're too biased.
Yep.
Apparently you watched a prodigy movie on Saturday. It's much better than the entire new Strange Wreck. No, Tholian's not strange. Well, I had Tholian's my films, if that counts. What's the captain's name? What's your captain Tholian's name?
I don't know. Crimzeek.
That's a good name.
You got a name on Crimzeek. That'd be fucking great.
Oh, you
do. People would know.
You do say his name several times. Look, if people can ask Walter Koenig what he did 65 years ago, I could ask you what he did 8 months ago. You should better remember, Stuart. Oh, I've got it. I remember it. I got it. Captain Cree.
Captain Cree. That's close to Cree. Anyway, it's fine.
Does that ring a bell, or have you literally forgotten?
It does.
That?
It does. It's like it's good. It's almost like Crimzeek.
So, Stuart, what do you think of this first AI shot?
In
the thumbnail, the first one.
It was great. I was really impressed with Pike. The other two were kind of Spock, I don't know what's going on with his uniform, but yeah, I thought it was a temple as well when I first saw it. So
easily thought, and in fact, I use because they're very dependent on what they create. I mean, there's not a ton of control, and we had to make it widescreen, so I had Photoshop continue. It thought it was a whatever I said ruined, so it extrapolated. But yeah, really good TNG, and most of the combat is correct for once, which you know what doesn't always do. So well done, the GPT. Oh, Mateo's here. Hello, Mateo.
No, Pike looks really good. Anybody looks good in a TNG uniform, honestly. So
that is something we find, yeah.
Okay. Like I didn't change his hair at all either.
It's funny what it thinks the social zeitgeist is, Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, we got our first super chat from Classic for Real, which I'll read. I don't know if it's ready yet, but $10. $10 for all the goodies for this one. The Enterprise goes into time warp and winds up visiting Carissa Knox at Starbase 80, while the Cerritos is also visiting, and Mariner and Boymes get recognized.
I have no clue if we'll know what any of that stuff is. So while that is processing,
Yeah.
that's very specific. Someone it doesn't necessarily love the older aspect ratio, but no surprise what I did here. Yeah.
They put her in a first contact uniform. I kind of like their take on it, honestly. The material's obviously different, but I think it looks good on her. Badge is too high, but I mean, Cisco's was way too high the first time he wore that uniform too. For that whole episode, it's like above the gray. Everybody else's is down properly, but Cisco's was always up. Then next episode, it's fine. Yeah.
But it's amazing how it can, keep the facial features so correct. Oh shit! It's the I've sort of brighten up massively. This, for whatever reason, so I'm tempted to at some point have built the Star Trek Picard season 2 Gaius Picard jacket, which is the same grey colour-ish as the greys, but in the Voyager style. But in that uniform, the inner line of the neck has a black rim. Well, it's dark blue, but same thing. But this added it as well, even though there's no reference for it. So it kind of did Gaius Picard's uniform. Huh.
Mm-hmm. And an interesting take on the Delta as well. With the circle there. Like a push button almost for a communicator.
Yeah. I mean, it's very rubbery uniform looking fabric. But I'm sure, asking being a federal fabric could be. No, you're right. The Delta's actually that Delta's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I love how it actually does get the backgrounds look almost photoreal, because that's, like, unless you saw the original, you wouldn't know it was that wrong. I mean, that's, it's pretty cool.
I'm looking at the live. Is my signal, like, bad or something?
Yep. You're choppy.
You're perfect on my end.
Yeah, you have some slight problems yesterday with a lag. Yes, you are quite choppy. I don't know if you're doing internet-based things in the background.
Not a goddamn thing. We've had internet issues today, so...
Well, you can still hear him beautifully, and that's the real importance.
Yes, I'll just turn off my camera. You can look at my little icon instead, maybe. I don't know. Google Gemini Pro is terrible at making Trek art. I've tried a bit. Ah, well, there you go. Thank you, Mateo. We don't use that, so that's good.
Luckily, yeah. I am prepping the one after classics, but I can bring that in if you are ready.
Yeah, bring in classics, then I'll read the next one.
Now, just to clarify once again, it doesn't know things because it has to be updated, and that was an incredibly minutia reference. So I'm interested to see what it thinks it thought of the thinking of the knowing of the thinking. Exciting.
Yes.
Because I pretty much put verbatim what you wrote. And this is what interpolated all that meaning.
Sean Sullivan says our volume's stupidly low.
Huh?
Went from 39 volume to 100 to watch the stream.
Okay, well, let me go look at my... We do try and check beforehand.
Yeah, it sounded okay to me.
Let me load on my phone. Because that's not biased based on our computers. There it is, Stuart. There's the thing.
I know, it's pretty great.
That's what we asked for, apparently.
I mean, Nox looks... She's worshipped as a god, apparently, in the starbase.
Nope. Volume's normal. That's on your device. That sounds absolutely middle volume, and we sound loud and clear. So check your device, because totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it sounded fine.
I hope your speakers are okay, because they might be broken.
It's a very well-crafted picture. I mean,
Well,
The ship
read out
has
what the description was again, because it's such a like. What can we pull from this, right?
The Enterprise goes into a time warp and winds up visiting Carissa Knox at Starbase 80, while the Cerritos is also visiting, and Mariner and Boymes get recognized. So putting that in exactly, we get this. Huh.
Didn't know what any of that was. Didn't know a single thing of what you said. That said, apart from the fact there's a giant lady dome thing, it's not a bad space station by itself. With the multiple levels. It doesn't even say Cerritos in either of them. I wonder if the registry of the Cerritos is 7-1.
I think it is, yeah.
I wonder if it pulled that from 75567. Yeah, not even that. Although, what do you think of the not Connie's orange deflector?
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the standby mode on the refit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it could still be a dish of some gold variety. I think that works. Classic for reals, like bruh. Yeah, well,
it's not
you
up to
don't have
date
control
with,
over what it spits out.
and it's not up to date with Lower Decks season 5 necessarily. And if you put that many sub things, I can't find each image and put them in. That's too many things. Although, hey, time warp. And in fairness, Enterprise was not specified, so that is the Enterprise classic going through a time warp, visiting a lady who has the hair of Nox, kind of, at Starbase 80, and doesn't know what Cerritos is. So it did, although, how do the rings make sense?
They don't. There's a planet in the middle of it. This is a very small one behind Starbase 80. But yeah. Somebody said it looks like a Hallmark Christmas ornament. Yeah, it does. I hang that from my tree. That's a cool Starbase.
Oh, let's do a goal as well. Let's do 5 super chats at 5 to get a bonus.
Okay.
Nice and easy. We should certainly get 5. So yeah, submit now, guys.
Yeah, and hit that like button, everybody. Let's try to get those likes up to 20 or 25, possibly. That'd be awesome. So if you haven't hit like yet, please do. And thank you, Carl, for joining the channel. That means a lot, so thank you. And I'm sorry about my choppy video. There's not much that can be done, unfortunately. Need the USS Foley, says Ozzy. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with Strange New Worlds, so I mean, if you want to put in a prompt for it to add it, Foley class meets the Strange New Worlds Enterprise, cool. We could try that.
Oh, okay. Next prompt I have got up. I did have to put some imagery. A single reference shot I can put in very easily. So
well, I got to read it before you put it up, so don't put it up yet.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sergeant Montgomery, $5. MACO prevails over Starfleet as being the might of the Federation. Yes, they are just as democratic as for democracy. That's from Helldivers. For democracy. That's really good.
Yeah, I submitted an image for Enterprise of some MACOs, and it gave it kind of gave it did the uniforms very well. I love it thinks they've got M16s kind of, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an MP5 M16 hybrid.
Yeah, doesn't look phasery at all, man.
No. Pretty great though, considering this was the reference shot, which does include the basic uniform, which it did nail pretty much. There's no red in the pattern, but pretty good. Oh, you've got the gloves. Don't understand the rifle, but that's fine. Yeah.
Did a pretty good job with what it had. We're fair about it.
Feels like kind of in a See, when I look at this, I see it under a parking garage under a big building. So they're like doing something the lowest things about there's some space cars.
Space cars.
Well, Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't Stranger Worlds related, but that's okay.
Those two guys behind are clones because they look the same.
I mean, the one on the left has got a taller face.
A little bit.
A little bit. They're brothers. It's fine. It's
cool.
Fine. Yeah. It's interesting they've just invented a new MP kind of.
Devo says it's a really good pick of the MACOs. Yes.
Speaking
Not
of
too bad.
Really good pick, I took a shot of Ethan Peck and I said, make it more like a TNG shot. And that's what we get.
That's really good. Doesn't really look like Peck though. I mean, it's a cross between Peck and Nimoy, and we got
Pimoy.
TNG Elcars in the background with some TOS-ness on the one screen, I guess. No, that's actually pretty good. It's the wrong era. It's the wrong era, guys.
Crossover. It's amazing how in the A division, as you can see he is, it's amazing how the idea of Spock's Nimoy as a visual is so distinct, right? That slightly thin, slightly pointy face, the hair, the fact that AI can understand so well that now twice in this individual piece, it's created two alternates to a Spock character who could just play by anybody, but like, that's a Spock. You know, it gets kind of the core of what a Spock is. Yeah. I do quite like seeing the L.
I just wish there would have been TOS stuff behind them. The L-Cars looks good. Like, it's a good interpretation of the TNG stuff. Kind of more simplistic in a way, but yeah, if it was more TOS, it would be better, considering the prompt anyway. But it does look like the TOS bridge, the panels and stuff, the shape of them. So it kind of did it a little bit. Got to give it props for that anyway. 26 people here, 18 likes. Hit the like button, guys, if you're just joining us. Let's get those likes up.
Yeah, and I feel like understands L-Cars, the concept. Doesn't mean it can make actual L-Cars, but it understands them. Especially when they had the idea of being out of focus as well. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, submit your ideas, guys.
Yes. Oh, we should probably go out on the poll as well. 18 votes currently. How excited are you for Strange New Worlds Season 5?
Look, whatever season
I'm
it
just
is.
going to end the poll because
whatever season, wrong. Man. Whatever season it is.
Well, 60% are very excited for Season 5. Which will be a long time away.
When we get Season 5, we'll get shit like this, okay? I promise.
Mbanga is a Borg. Everything about that's pretty cool, honestly.
Yep. I love how they've taken a very good replica of the room and then go an entirely Borg background past the room wall line. So it has been assimilated. Yeah.
His hands are a little messed up. And yeah, it's got better at that, so that's kind of odd.
That's a good Borg costume. It kind of reminds me of as if it's just in leathers with biker clothing over. But, you know, it kind of is sometimes.
Yeah. Classic for real, $5.
Oh no.
The Enterprise Pike and crew enter a dimensional time warp into the Abrams verse.
Ooh.
And that crew displaces Kirk in Star Trek Beyond.
Okay. I know what that means, but I have to rephrase that for the AI. Okay. I like that concept.
Yes.
I can work with that.
Let's try to do crew pictures though, doing things, because I don't think it's going to get the Enterprise right. It's going to default to the TOS one, which is good.
Well, no, I'm going to
Because it
find a
probably
shot
should.
of the JJ crew and then just say swap the people. So I mean that is a relatively straightforward
Okay.
1-for-1. I just got to find a shot where it's enough for the ship to kind of be worth it. I'll be on the only good JJ film. Why couldn't they have started with that? You know.
I know. Don't be disappointed.
I'm not beyond. Just a
I know, but don't be disappointed that they didn't. Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. Yep.
Well, anything would be better than that. So, yeah. Mr. Captain, member for 3 months, the rank of ensign, Captain Pike in DS9 Ops, in DS9 uniform.
I like it.
Drinking Ractigino. Nice.
I like it. Good suggestion.
Yes. So apparently, yesterday they did announce that season 5 is confirmed for Strange New Worlds.
Well, I saw today. I saw
Trek Central saying.
So I saw them say that they've registered the trademark for season 5, but does not mean it's been made. It just means they've bookmarked that if they want to go ahead.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Devo says, could Strange New Worlds season 5 be the last season? I'm sure it will be. If they get a season 5, I'm pretty sure that'll be the last one. I can't see them pushing it much beyond that. So, but yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to yours, Mr. Captain. We're still waiting for classics to generate.
Yeah, I typed it all. That was a very specific, but doable in one picture.
Yeah, we will get to it. But yeah, think of some ideas. Think of the crew in unusual situations or anything you'd like to see in season 3. Because
that is true.
We kind of talked a few things that would be interesting yesterday, like the Discovery Klingons being the zombies, and it's a mutagenic virus. So if you come up with anything like that, that'd be interesting to see.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah. So use your brains and think of things.
Use brain, think good.
Brain, think good. Me smart.
I mean, pretty good, yeah. I would say.
And that's probably just how enthusiastic Mbunga would be to be turned into a Borg. He doesn't really radiate any kind of emotions ever. So it's like, okay, I'm a Borg now. Sweet. How can I get out of this medically? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the background is fantastic. It does look Borgified out that window.
I mean, that'd be a hell of a twist. I mean, can you imagine if the end of season 1, instead of Twok Pike, it was, because there's a reference used here, rather than Twok Pike, it was Borg and Benga. It's like, oh my god. Okay. What?
I am Cutis of Borg.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Not bad. Not bad.
Raj says he would like to see characters from Star Trek Enterprise appear in Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Me too.
Like Archer, T'Pol, Shran, etc. Yeah. That'd be cool.
They got Baylock back. And
Baylock's
vocal.
back. Back again. Baylock's back. Tell a friend.
Blaylock.
Yes.
Not
Baylock or Balak?
I think it's Jodie and Baylock.
It's Blaylock, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought you meant Balak. So that's
yeah.
Let's get him back. Yeah. Let's do that.
Oh, Discovery Klingons taking out Devra. A great option. Put it in. That sounds like a fun one. Okay. I will start doing the next one before I show this one, so it gets going.
Okay. I'm not going to read classics until we get there, but you have it as a prompt to get it going. So
right, did you
some
know he's
craziness.
going? All right, JJ crossover. There we go. Remind us, Stuart.
I'm not going to read all of it, but yeah, the Pike and crew, time warp, interdimensional, Abrams first, crew displaces Kirk in Star Trek Beyond.
So,
Yeah, it's a great mix of Pike's hair and Pine's hair. I gotta say.
Yeah, it cropped out Spock. That's okay. But it did swap McCoy from Benga, as I asked. And that is the JJ Kelvin Beyond uniform, and that's a pretty damn good replica of the bridge. So that is, I'd call that. You know, he would look good as JJ Kelvin Pike. I think we've now confirmed that. Yeah, I like it.
That's great. Yeah, this is fairly good. Nobody replaced Uhura, but still looks like her stunt double. Shame Spock got cut off though.
Yeah, it doesn't like anamorphic because it doesn't render anamorphic. So, which is kind of the faux pas of anything TV show related because everything's anamorphic these days. But I mean, what could you do? Literally nothing. Literally nothing.
But yeah, the background, the bridge looks very JJ. It's not. I would. Yeah, I would 100% say that's exactly what it is. There's probably changes to it, but it looks same enough.
This is why it's fun to do a reference shot, because that's the reference shot I did. So almost perfectly cloned parts of it. But yeah, just did not get the rest of the guys.
Yeah, did really good with the bridge. Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing, because you can see a little bit of Anson Mountain there, and the hair is just, he hasn't styled it today, so it's fine. But yeah,
all this space styling. So I like showing putting reference shots because I mean the fact they've got the LCARs pretty much spot on, whatever noise they are just in the show, right?
Yes.
But obviously I've unstretched it a little bit. You have to do some more compositing, and it's. But yeah, the uniform was pretty much perfect. I'll do the badges.
Even brighten the color.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. From the next one, if you want, or the next one on the list, DS91.
Hold on a second.
That worked.
The DS9 one is Captain Pike in DS9 Ops in DS9 uniform drinking Raptagino. Oh, nice.
I would say
Looks
that's
like he's good.
What we have there.
Yeah, I love his little turtleneck sweater underneath. I mean, that's cool. That's actually pretty good, honestly. Wish it was more of a traditional Raktajino cup, but Ops looks fantastic. Looks like there's like a Section 31 guy that they're studying his file or something on the three screens there, because it kind of gives Section 31 vibes. I thought Sloan as soon as I saw it, even though it's not Sloan, but don't know who that is, Raj.
Yeah, so this was it's fine. DS9 is really hard to find reference shots of because there isn't just thousands of screen caps available online. So I submitted this image of the Ops, so it had something to base on, and you can see it pretty much, took the idea and ran with it from a Goldicott to random guy. All good, all good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But, recolor graded it, added a guy. I do like the Voyager uniform. I don't know why. It's given me a lovely little turtleneck undershirt. And it's included the armbands of the First Contact uniform, the wraparound colours. Mm-hmm. But with which I don't mind, the red and red, actually. It's not, it's a bit much, but the fact there's reflections in the oh, that's great. Pensive. He's a pensive
Mm-hmm.
pike.
Mm-hmm. That's a bike. Sounds like a kid's book.
I like it.
All right.
Works well.
It does Anson mount actually very well
Yeah, I
as a
think he's
whole.
zeitgeisty
Softened his
enough.
features though.
Yeah. Hasn't gone sort of photo real that, even though that's a request. But yeah, it's it does know Handsome Mount a lot. And it's funny because if you ask for like a person, it'll start to push back. But understands Handsome Mount enough, just the character to kind of pull from that enough to better be it pretty much there.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very cool to see a new, it's not real of course, a new DS9 shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that table always looks so cool with the ops table. Hmm. Um, all right. The next one, which is probably generating, Area
Yep, I've got it.
51,
Uh-huh.
$5. Pike with way too high hair, struggling to exit the turbolift with crew members pushing from behind. Wow.
This is the surrealist nature of what this can do, because you know what? Nailed it.
Wow. Well, so we got the first contact uniform for him, I guess. That's fine. But yeah, this is Grandpa Pike. Let the hair grow out. It's more gray. Looks like a troll doll. That's a very narrow door as well, I gotta say. That's like the emergency closet turbo lift door. It's not quite as wide as it should be. Oh, it actually looks like Idris Alba behind him on the one side. It's
Oh yeah.
Krell, whatever his name
Oh no,
is.
he's back. He's back.
And the Delta, I mean, it's kind of TOS and TNG combined, but not. Area 51's like, I make magic? Question mark.
Because the thing, when you can type anything in, and I do all these pre of course, like I would never have thought of that, but like I had to see that in my life to be happy. You know?
Yeah.
You don't know what you need until you need it. Bam.
And Donnie says almost like gray beehive hair. Yeah, he's embracing the TOS-ness of the beehive hair style. Conehead Pike, says Ozzy. Yeah. That's that's so ridiculous. That's just amazing.
It's very clever.
Area 51 says, I wasn't sure. About what? About the prompt? Or what would come out? Because I wasn't sure if it would. When he said nailed it, I was like, what? But yeah, kind of did.
It's definitely trolled his.
Yeah.
But that
absolutely.
uniform's really close though. I mean, that's pretty much perfect. I like how he's not even like expression wise. He's not upset about this. He does need help. He knows he needs help, right? He's not ashamed to ask for it. So there we have Pike. Wow. And it is fun to see Anson in that uniform. It would be nice to see more crossovery things.
Well, DL77X has a great idea. He hasn't super chatted it, but Strange New Worlds Pike on a TOS style bridge. Yeah. With the TOS style uniform. I think that'd be cool.
I agree.
Oh, yes. Area 51, I think that was fantastic. You did make magic, indeed. They should, like, make a toy of this. Pike troll doll with a comb. Comb his hair.
A Funko Pop, which is two things tall because the hair is an entire box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't like the fact that new T-800s were Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's like, nope. Because at one point I did, when we started doing this, I asked it for a comprehensive list of like franchise and celebrities that like a percentage out of 100 out of accepting of art with them. And it's interesting to see a very distinct like bias. That's why Alien, the Alien franchise, this is like a no. Fox is very like anti. Doctor Who is very open. Trek is very open. Sigourney Weaver said no instantly, just by the connection. And some celebrities, I guess, are just very like, nope. For whatever reason, they're tuned in to be a giant no. Which is interesting, but like asking it to like quantify who and what we could use. So luckily, I didn't do any alien prompts. And like I tried to make the xenomorph, and it was like nope. It's like oh shit, okay. But
Classic for real, $5. Post-Cage Pike is revealed to be a T-800 Terminator cyborg and rampages around a Borg cube that's also infested with zombie Klingons.
But speaking of that, here's another one I created earlier. No points for who or what it is, but tell me what you think.
Well, it's Ortigas. But yeah, that looks really good. It looks like a painting or like a penciled painting.
Yeah.
Like a pencil drawing. But it's really good. It's a good Andorian look. Yeah, I think that's very successful.
I like how they've kind of like added more some seam lines to the uniform that can make it look more like a suit. Like just a little bit. No, just I don't think it's captured her face particularly well. But
a little bit in there, but yeah.
Although her face is defined by the hair and stuff. But yeah, it's a great Andorian. And certainly if this was animated character or just character on set, I'd be like, nice. I like it a lot.
Looks like the cover of a paperback novel.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, I'm going to give Classic 2 for this. It's such a good idea.
Ooh, okay. And yes, Captain, she does look serious. ChatGPT doesn't like Skynet Terminators. Ironic. I know, right? Might have, and the whole actor thing might have something to do with the AI use of their image for like. You think that Arnie would be on board for that because he's done it multiple times, but it could be part of the new why they were on strike, the new agreement with the Screen Actors Guild. But anyway,
no,
yeah,
I love the fact that this is not intentional in any way. The fact that Not Ortigas has feels like a textured a badge from TOS. That kind of works well with it.
yeah,
Not literally, but it doesn't feel like a metal badge.
yeah.
That's a really good Android. And it really captured, I mean, like I said, it understands the background really well, but I wouldn't have any, like, that's 100% Stranger World. I wouldn't think a second that it wasn't, right? That's how close it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I very like that. All right, are you ready for read out classics once? Okay.
Pike is a T-800 on a Borg cube with zombie Klingons.
I thought that was too good not to make a second one of. Because that's pretty... And I had to clarify a little bit, because once I said, make it exoskeleton, then it clarified, but then how can you tell it's Pike? I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Make it Pike with exoskeleton and some ripped clothing. That's really good.
That's badass.
I really like that. That's really good.
Gotta say, the hips and legs are a little out of proportion, but then again, they're also missing their flesh. So if you fleshed them out, then it would be better. And the zombie Klingons are actual, real Klingon zombies, not Discovery Klingons. So nice.
Yeah, I really like that.
The gun's a little underwhelming, but that's a fantastic picture. Good job, classic.
Sometimes you have good ideas. Joking. Always good ideas. Don't always. I really like that. It's just atmospheric.
Yeah.
Right. It kind of goes beyond being like, okay.
And even after all the shit that's happened to him, to rip his clothes and to cause him to be this way, his hair is still pretty good. It's Pike for you.
Look, he puts in ultra sci-fi gel. It keeps that shit locked down.
Yes, futuristic hair gel. It's actually nanobots that like keep restyling
Oh,
his hair during the course of the day.
I like that.
Yeah, so
Nano
it's always
gel.
perfect. Yes,
I like that. I believe you, Stuart. I believe you.
that's good. That's good. Glad somebody does.
Oh.
Robo Pike.
Uh-huh.
Beat a chair that goes beep. Yeah.
And then as a second bonus one, because classic is ever wonderful, and it's I do like it when you find a good idea and have it continue. It can sometimes create even more interesting ideas. I'll say
Oh,
this.
that's even better.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it's a good continuation anyway. I love how his hand is through the Klingon. Like he literally
Oh
like
yeah,
lifts him up.
because I guarantee I wouldn't be able to say violence, so it extrapolated. But I said throwing a Klingon, and I said give the Klingons Klingon weapons. I love there's another robot in the background. That's great.
Yeah.
I did it. I did it. It's funny. I did actually add the TOS cage Kirk as was requested, and it gave us the this Pike. Sorry, either way. But yeah, really good.
This is fantastic. Yeah. It's
And
like this one came first prior to the last one because he
yeah.
was missing skin on
Mm-hmm.
that arm. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really really good.
See, I wonder if we can continue the storyline and we say make a new shot of this same battle, but add a right, add a Jem'Hadar, add a Vorta, add an 8472. Like this would be like it's created now in its like local memory. It's now got this as a concept. So if anyone wants to add
Yeah.
a specific alien race to this and kind of see what it
Yeah.
does, it'll be able to keep itself a bit more together.
Yeah. And the background with the haze, it's got a good creepy vibe to it. I like
Uh
this
huh.
a lot. Yeah. Very well done. Classic reels. Goal. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you keep doing them and it'll eventually win, and there's a couple of wins. Like at some point I have to do like a proper best of best, but there have been some proper best of bests in this lineup.
Yeah, this is one of the better ones we've done from all of the lives we've done for this. This is really impressive.
And it is very very much a painting book cover, but like an inset page, like as a hey, this entire book is about Klingon zombies versus Borg robots,
Mm.
but this is the middle page to kind of impress people.
Well, we hit our super chat goal thanks to Classic. So that's what he was saying goal for. And he says, anyway, can I put the goal super in for a freebie from the chat? Yes. You pick one of the other ones that people have suggested and put it in the regular chat, and we
Ah,
will try to generate that one as the bonus one. And then Classic for $5. Thanks for saying I have good ideas. Anyway, the Enterprise enters a sexy anime universe. Let's get a bridge crew pick of that. Oh, wow. This is really good. Nurse Chapel. Yeah, that's fantastic. TOS style hair. I love that. It looks like just Bush as well, which is fantastic. So, yeah, that's really good. Although her badge looks doesn't look metal, but it looks like cardboard. It doesn't quite look quite right, but that's fine. It's still got the star in it. Usually it changes the shape in there to something else. So, oh, I love seeing them in actual TOS stuff. Dan says she looks kind of 60s. Oh, absolutely. That's just glorious picture. I'd say that's a total success.
and like I say, a few of these I just said, you know, the generic, give it a '60s vibe and see what comes out. And clearly, like even the lighting, there's a film grain that's kind of just textural within textural. Although I love the fact
Yep.
that that is still Ethan Peck's back of his head. For
Yeah,
whatever
you can tell.
reason, it didn't do anything except keep it. But yeah, really, really good there.
Dan Ben says we're doing a Star Trek prequel, but it wouldn't look how you think it should. Eh?
Yes. Maybe.
This is how it should have looked, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, some. Some for sure. We are generating. Yeah, like I say, it's a really it's oddly fresh to see this. You know, it's so dated, but did we see Uhura in a gold woman's cut? Like once for one scene. I think we did.
Think so?
Yeah, I think we did too.
Yeah.
Another one in the buffer. Similar vein to the previous one. You misunderstood what I wanted, but that's okay because we got something kind of interesting. Did not
Looks
ask
like
for this.
Mbenga's talking to Khan.
Yeah, just a bit.
Or to John Harrison, sorry.
I am John Harrison. Yeah, we know. Oh, sorry. I do think it feels like a genuine crossover between Stranger Worlds and First Contact uniform. It's got the kind of fabrics of Stranger Worlds and the kind of cut, but the grey of First Contact.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you were asking for? Was First Contact? No?
Nope. I've had it swapped back to him, even though I asked for abilities. It got confused. Shocking.
Still a nice uniform. Not that I wouldn't say it's an on-duty uniform. More like a technician's uniform or something like that. It doesn't feel like a regular uniform. Looks good though.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of. I mean, it looks like it could very much have been a variant like the Admiral's uniform was in the early episode. I mean, it's not interesting, is it though? Like I see the logical ties, but it's not interesting. It's not artistically driven because of course it isn't. And this is where, in the old days, you had the TOS, then movies, then TNG, Voyager, First Contact. There's such a distinct 1, 2, 3, and then it's diluted a little bit. All right, so as you can imagine, classic, you're asking for things that it might not like. But that is what it gave us.
It understood the assignment. Manga Pike and anime characters, and it's all good. That's a really good animated Pike, actually. There has been some Star Trek manga. I've got some of the books, and yeah, I can see that fitting right in. That's really good. And you can definitely tell who it is. Again, it's the hair. Hair for the win.
Yeah, and they've changed the neckline, but the basic cut of the uniform is very pleasing. Like it feels appropriately anime while still being TOS, but not trying to be canon, just its own thing. Yeah, great Pike.
Yeah.
Is that sexy enough for you, Stuart? Do you like the anime girls? Are you sold?
Nah.
Oh, that very long hair. I don't know towards people, but that's a lot of hair. Oh, they're heavy heads, these ladies. I wonder because at a certain point you can also do so one of these I've done like a comic style a while ago for Stuart as like a test thing, and it's interesting like them adding dialogue, you know, like I tried to do an actual created comic book from page 1 to page whatever, and to see it kind of like add dialogue, and I don't want to craft the dialogue, I want to just let it play. So seeing like what it invents randomly was quite interesting, and we'll show this at some point because you know what? Because we can. We have the power.
Yeah. And classic, he gets to pick the bonus one. He says Aussies then, but I'm not sure which one. So please, classic, type or copy and paste what one you want from Aussie because he's made a few.
Let us know. Let us know.
But no, I would love to see an animated Enterprise or just a Star Trek show in this kind of style. Would be cool.
Where it takes this sort of a realistic proportion kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it's not in any way photoreal, but it's this is the other one I had going. So I want to see that inspired me animated wise. So I just made this, and this is where it's far more flexible as a creation tool because it can just run with it.
There
you go.
So it's Pike, Kirk, and Picard playing poker in San Francisco. I love it. Pike, I don't think knows how to play. What's that?
Yeah, exactly what the prompt was. Yeah.
Yeah. Pike and Picard, I don't think know how to play. Kirk's the only one that's actually like playing properly. Look at my cards, everybody.
I got a 4, a 3, 3, a 5. I've got a 7. Goodness. That's classic picked one. Okay. I guess. Anakin the Podrace. Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of anime art style, honestly, but this looks really good. I don't think that AI knows how cards work. Because Picard's holding a 7, which is clearly like a two of hearts. I don't know. I'm confused now.
Yes, as you should be. And it doesn't look like Shatner, but I understand it's Kirk. It's interesting how it kind of gets the mild charm of Kirk. You know?
Oh, so that's the one he was talking about. Anson Mount's character Horse from Hell on Wheels on the bridge of the Enterprise with Pike's crew. And let's throw in Colm Meaney's Hell on Wheels character too.
That's where Podracer come. Where did Podracer come in, Classic? You said Podracer.
Yeah, it's not the one he was wanting for the bonus though, because it could go back up. And Ozzy said, anyway, it's fine. Yeah, the Hell on Wheels. Anson. Oh God. Sabertooth Raptor, $5 off topic, but sent an email of my section 45 NX and NX refit Galaxy X3 nacelle and phaser lance. Thoughts? And what would Doug think? I don't know what Doug would think. And yeah. That would probably be better for one of the ship-related ones to ask about.
God, Anson is a guy of hair, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Mr. Rustic. But it's like Keanu Reeves, if you can create several looks that are so distinct, yet you... Yeah. That works well.
Yeah. This is how Pike lost the Enterprise to Kirk, is in a poker game.
Oh. Yeah. But what about Picard?
Oh, he just came in to witness this historic event and got roped into playing.
Oh. Alright, let's look at your NX thingamabobby. I'd put the side turrets still on the saucer like the Galaxy X are a bit extra when they're this. I get why, but they don't quite flow as well. And I'd have the third nacelle not in line with the other two because that doesn't either feel Galaxy X. It feels too much like a try. It should be a distinct separation.
Yeah, I'd raise the third one, middle one up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to feel distinct, even though it's just a standard warp nacelle. Because it's the add-on, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Other than that, interesting premise.
Yes. Yeah. 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 With with CG de-aging tech, to have Anson and Picard in the room would be pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that money, right? And you imagine Patrick would charge an arm and a leg, but if they did it really for like if every actor was rich, they could just take on jobs for fun. Like if residuals were like, oh, I made 100K in residuals, so every work is for fun. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be, no, I can't dilute my brand or being and everything. So it'd be interesting if then you could have like, oh, Patrick, do you want to come and be a Stranger Worlds? Here's 10K that for one day, just obviously absurd, but actors way. Then see him walk around the Stranger Worlds bridge with a TNG uniform with some slight padding because he's frail. That's okay. And then do the live octane render de-age thing to kind of make him walk around. It'd be just an interesting experience, like similar to Riker on the NX. Similar but not.
Yeah.
Wow, this prompt was very confused, and I am here for it.
Which prompt was that?
Hell on Wheels.
The next one? Oh, the Hell on Wheels one, yeah.
It is.
And
confused.
Jason Spurlock, be happy you are all Trekkers. I'm not. I'm a Trekkie. I'm not a Trekker.
Yes,
and Doctor Who fans going through their drama.
Yes, I'm past all that Trekker. It's always been Trekkie because we passed that stigma long time ago.
Yeah.
And if Gene said Trekkie, it's Trekkie.
It's 100% Trekkie.
That's it, really. It's like if Lucas said, "You're Warsians." Doesn't matter if you're a warhead. It's weird. There's no Wars version. Just Star Wars fans. That's weird. That.
Yeah, I know. It is.
But Wars is not a great Is not a great sub.
No.
We're warheads. It's like
Warsies.
It's like
yeah.
And I've not seen a single episode of the new series of Doctor Who because it's not appointment viewing anymore. We watch Jodie's in sort of batches. We watch Shooties in batches. I'm glad the reviews are better, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna deliberately be there to watch it because it's not very good. But it's better now, like this season. But I've how much I've got to do in my life, Stuart. How many things I'm trying to achieve in my life, and
sure, yeah.
I ain't got a lot of time to sit down and watch stuff.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
EUI Champ, $5. Hey guys, missed the Strange New Worlds 3 trailer yesterday. Was there any glaring canon violations that you could see? I keep reading about canon ruptures. Thanks. No. Just all the visuals of the ship and stuff, but other than that, I don't think we saw anything.
Yeah, with Stockholm Syndrome for the obvious stuff, like the ship designs and the uniforms.
Gorn.
Yeah, that stuff you have to just go past because it is what it is. God, canon violations. The first trailer called Holodecks, that was a big one. But that could be time travel. Hopefully.
Yes.
Was there enough shown to show canon violations?
I don't think so. Yeah, I can't recall any.
I mean, do you have anything you're thinking of specifically that people are talking about that we can jump in on? Because, yeah, it was pretty minimalist in all the ways.
Yep. I mean, the Farragut's wrong, but we've known that for a while. So
yeah, but it wasn't on screen as a Connie. It was on a wall of numbers which should be Connies, but that's not technically a Connie. Shout out. Technically. All right, Hell on Wheels. Here we go. It got a little bit confused, but at the same time, you know what? Did a good job considering. I really should stop doing that bloody slide.
Yeah, that's actually fantastic.
Well, good. Don't know Hell on Wheels.
A multiverse of Pike characters. Yeah.
Yeah, we asked it for the Enterprise, and it obviously remembered most the one we used previously, which was the quarterly JJ prize. But I mean, hey. I mean, don't you want to see?
Hell on Wheels is great. I love that show. Chief O'Brien doesn't look quite like Chief O'Brien, but you get the hint of it that it's him. So
Like it's
fine.
not Chief O'Brien,
Actually.
you know, and that with AI is a tremendous bar.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason, yeah. I mean, hey, have me do Anson Mount's Pike as a Doctor Who.
Oh, there you go.
You know, create Anson as a Doctor. Yeah.
DUI champ, $5. Chatter around Spock meeting Corby. Yeah, there's that. He slaps Corby.
Is there any distinct problem why he can't meet Corby?
Not
That,
in my head.
I don't recall him not knowing him in the previous one. I mean, meeting once 2 years earlier, 4 years earlier is different to knowing. But I don't remember a specific. The first I've met you, Corby, is now.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't feel like the same. I mean, the fact that he doesn't. So he doesn't feel the same character to me because the actor they had in TOS was much older. Like that's a mid-30s guy. Corby and one's like 50, 60. So if you're taking it as literal, there's many years in between. So obviously, blah blah. And Corby's going to remember Spock less than Spock's remember Corby. So if Corby doesn't remember Spock off the offset, then you know, neither here nor there.
I'd have to go back and watch what Little Girls Are Made Of so I can like see what the reaction was around all that. I haven't watched that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but as I said in our review, it's very possibly a he, and this is interesting. This is playing with storytelling, right? If he is getting messages from Christine or updates because he's keeping tabs on her a little bit, and he's seeing pictures, and throughout the episode he can't hold his imagination back, and so he's in bed with Christine as per one shot, and that's imagination. He punches and slaps him as per another, and it keeps coming between reality and what he's doing fictionally, and so that allows him to have this moment where he's expressing while not actually doing it physically. That could be easy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another preset one. What else have I got in the buffer? Yes. Yeah, it didn't do much. Ironically, it fixed the uniform. Of all things. I just said, make this famous shot from Stranger Worlds. I said, make it more Star Trek-y. That was it, right?
Fix the monster maroon.
I mean, I was not any specific. What do you think?
I think it's very well done. I like it. It actually is the proper uniform. The badge is acceptable. Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Background's fantastic. Everything's great. Except for Pike, he looks a little off, but I mean, he's older Pike, it's fine.
He's a little bit. He's been to the Hell on Wheels universe. He's been drinking. He's
He's a little bit shit. That's what I expect you to say.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a little bit shit-faced. I don't know.
Yeah.
That looks like Mark Hamill, says Raj.
It doesn't not look like him.
Yeah.
But guys, reminder, $5 to put in an image submit right now. We'd love to have some more suggestions. We'd love to have a flurry of 5 so I can submit, talk about, etc. The variety is up to you guys. Sports channel, etc., guys. Let us know.
Yeah. Hit like as well. Well, actually, we're doing really good. 32 likes with 23 people here, so that's awesome. But if you haven't hit like yet, please do.
Yes. So I just made. Because when you start doing like multiple of these image creations and you have now a few things in your downloads folder of like things you just found. So I just found a whole load of pictures from a previous one. I said, and Pike going for Chinese.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be Dax on the far right, or who is that?
Yep.
That looks like a cross between Jeffrey Hunter
Yeah,
Pike.
I put in Jeffrey Hunter. Yep.
And there's somebody else that I'm thinking of, but I can't think of the name. Anyway, The food looks good, I gotta say.
Yeah. And they
Looks really,
got with the com badges shockingly good considering they've failed before.
yeah,
Doesn't that look like Geordie's the fake Geordie that went off to
it
Riser? Because
does.
they're on like it, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
close but not quite. And I love it's on the left hand side. You've got they've decided it's the early people and on the right late people and deceased. Oh, and each side are deceased as well. Oh,
Oh no.
yeah, yeah. Oopsie.
Yep.
I love what random details it adds. Like, where does that room come from? Right? Is that a real room that it's pulled from? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. And it doesn't look like Dax at all.
No, no.
And the spots on her neck are like moles. It's just, it's a human officer. It's fine. We don't know her. It's Jordy's current girlfriend. This,
Oh
this
my
is their
goodness.
first. This is their first date, and it's gonna go wrong. That's what I think. I'm gonna go to the holodeck and meet a famous captain and our dead co-worker. Let's go. Let's go Chinese. Sweet.
It would be so interesting though if in the future just like kind of now with this holodeck safety protocols that say you can't actually do the likenesses of people. So computer, create a Geordie looking person, a Dax looking person, a you know, and then it makes basically stunt doubles, and it's like I'm having dinner with Geordie. That's the closest it lets you do it because I can't
That'd
do
be
it properly.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I've got one that's worth $5. Someone's put it in because that's a really good one. Oh, I'm teasing you, or I made a new one. Ooh, ooh, $5 and I'll throw it in.
You heard the man.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh,
I still like the simplicity of that like cage uniform.
yeah, I mean it's a jumper, but you know what? A nice jumper.
Yeah.
And that fabric's nice. I know it sounds a bit of a silly
Yeah.
comment, but like the way they've done that fabric actually looks really nice.
And the absence of the black collars on those, I think, is kind of cool. Honestly. Jason says she's dead, Jim. She's dead, Chris.
Yeah, seriously. But I won't show the $5 one because that's pretty fun. I will save that. Now let's see if you get it. What reference did I utilize to make this? If you can get it, I can continue the theme. So I've got 3 or 4 in this lineup.
Well, it looks like obviously Nurse Chapel, Jess Bush, but the background and stuff and the way she's standing reminds me of Picard from the opening of
All
the
Stranger Worlds. All Stranger Worlds.
All Strange
Well, that's a
Worlds.
fucking good Jess Bush uniform. That is
Yeah.
properly close. Can you remember where she is? It's quite distinct. And there were several images because of it. Because it thought I was saying do a full swap, and it just put her in this location. I'm like, no, 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 no. Do it properly. So what place from season 1? And narrows it down to only 10 episodes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No idea.
Any guesses, people in the audience? Where is Jess Bush right now?
Hmm.
Let us know.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, unfortunately.
Which is fine. It's my job to throw in interesting curveballs. Do you remember this man? Dum dum dum.
Mhm.
Tell us, Stuart. Remind us who and where and what this is.
Romulan commander guy.
Mm-hmm.
That does not look like a Romulan ship. I'm going to be honest.
Well,
It looks very Borg-like.
Well, I mean, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I didn't design it. But
Yeah.
I said to it, replace the face with Jess Bush. Like, put her in this uniform. And it said, no, I'm just going to make her in the set. No. But then it made this. And I'm very pleased with this. I was pleased with the first one, but... What do you think? And he's gone, everybody. Hello, I'm still here. Hello. But yeah, $5 I can show off the one I was holding on. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this one? I mean, the fact that it copied the uniform so well, made it female cut, details are absolutely tremendous. And I think she looks just great as a Romulan. Like, it's not really her, but... Although it's not until that the eyebrows need to be different. As in, it's tried to incorporate... It's tried to incorporate the Romulan idea of eyebrows with the correct eyebrows, and it's not necessarily you can have one or the other. But yeah, white hair looks amazing. Yeah, very pleased with that. And when you get a full, distinct uniform, it can often recreate it too. That is not what I asked. AI, what are you on about? What are you on about? Can you make this shot a wide angle where you see thousands of tribbles rush that land? I guess his internet died. What does he say? Fucking internet died. Yes. Yes. Oh, I hear something. I hear something.
Heyo.
Ew.
Yeah, the internet died completely.
Ew, lad. How's that going, my matey?
Yeah, so now that I can see it, doesn't look at all like Josh Bush, but it looks like a fantastic Romulan.
Yes. Kind of like Seela's half sister.
Yeah, or her mom. Or her grandma. Because it wouldn't be her mom, because that'd be... Yeah, it's fine. You know what I mean? The Great Romulan.
Yes. It's the sort of thing where if what's her name, Denise was doing a wig, which I'm sure she was, this is actually an actress whose actual hair is this. You can tell by how thin it is.
Yeah.
And you rarely see that. You know, Nimoy's hair was his actual hair that he cut. But women don't tend to want to do that for obvious reasons. So just looks severe but in a logical way. Logical. No, I was really happy with that because I love the fact that it subtly like makes her cut more female, and yeah, great replica of the uniform.
Yeah, really good.
Great.
I never would have guessed that's a Romulan. Well, I wouldn't say never guessed that was a Romulan ship, but it feels very Borg-like.
Oh, I don't blame you for that. I just mean we've seen it from Stranger Worlds, is why. And then I said, hey, do the same thing, but the sworn enemy people.
Just the random one, or did you throw in a reference picture?
I mean, say this was like right after the Jess Bush one.
Yeah, but you throw in a reference picture of a Klingon?
No, not for a Klingon.
Okay, because that doesn't look like anybody, but it still looks like an awesome Klingon.
It's amazing. Discovery Season 1 can't do Klingons worth a shit. Random AI really can. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I love the fact he's got one eyebrow that's grey and the other one's black. Kind of fun detail.
Mm. Jason Spurlock says Captain Pike in charge of Enterprise J. Let's go. We don't know what the bridge of the Enterprise J looks like, so nah. This is good. It's a good Klingon for sure. I'd like to know what it drew upon for that because
I feel like I recognise the ridges, as ridiculous as that sounds.
well, they're not symmetrical, which is odd.
That's cool though. Harder to do
Yeah,
for modelling.
yeah. Hmm.
And Jason, why the J? Because Pike's a little bit out of timeline for J. It's a
Yeah.
little bit, hundreds of years away. Just saying. But yeah, very happy with that. I've got
Yeah.
a couple more preps. Not a ton, but a couple. I thought we went Andorian. Let's go Orion.
With pointy Vulcan ears.
Yeah, it was
Or
straight
it could
off
just
your...
be just got prominent ears. They're just not pointy from the side. That's fine. That actually works really well. That look. I'd buy that as an Orion. No, that's really good. So just literally took the reference picture and just
Yep.
made her green.
Well, yes, although I think her skin is that kind of like slightly waxy vibe that makes it more than just... I believe it's this picture, so... Oof, wow, it nailed Anson's pose.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the background's so good, it just
Wow.
feels like, and it didn't change the badge at all.
I suppose it is almost the same background, but everything's been slightly... Oh yeah, the badge is great. Like slightly more out of focus, gonna hide it, but the fact that it kept all the same out of focus lines and... But she's not in the same place, it's all different.
And her ears do look pointy from the front.
Yeah.
It didn't change the ear shape at all.
That's just this actress who's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Also from the because I forgot how well shot the episode Balance Terror 2 was. It's really like it's a movie.
Yeah.
It really is like a movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And it is fun to just do full on species swaps. That is a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Messing with Ortega's Day. Yeah, it is.
So I said I took a shot of Kirk Paul Wesley and I said make it more like James T, and it did. Wasn't very creative in it, but there you go. James T on the Stranger Worlds set.
Transporter room set, yeah. Yeah, that's great. A little bit puffy badge. Like it turns the metal badge into an embroidered patch, but it looks different than the regular embroidered patch. So very grainy. I like that. Nice touch. Yeah, that's great. I would love to see that. I would love to see like actual young Shatner.
But it's funny because he does look older. It looks like if Shatner actually stayed the same thin into his 60s and then dyed his hair black and got the same coif, right?
Yeah.
Like it looks like an old Shatner, but not. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like...
He looks a little weathered in age for sure.
Yeah, this looks like Marina Sirtis from These Are the Voyagers. She's about as thin, she's about the same, but she's clearly not the same age anymore. But still good, just like not the same age. That's actually one of the best Kirks we've had, like Shatner wise. Damn, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I got the hair perfect.
So then I said, no. I want a uniform swap because I want to see him in the Stranger Worlds. Of course, it didn't work fully because, AI, and it changed his face a bit too much, but there he is in the Strange New Worlds uniform. Your thoughts?
It's definitely an older Kirk from TOS, I mean. But Yeah, I almost preferred the other one. The other one seemed more realistic and lifelike. This
What?
one,
Go backwards.
yeah. Uniform looks fine though. You
Yeah,
got that right.
yeah, it's less Shatner, but it's more the uniform. Like the combination of those two. How do you feel? Or how does it look?
No, it looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah. This is like Kirk right before he changed his hairstyle that we see in the movies.
Oh,
A little bit older. Hair's not quite as,
pristine.
yeah.
It may or may not now be a wig. But it's cool to see him in the uniform for sure. And then finally, I said some other variation, and it did something weird with it. And here's the weird with it. Don't
Ah.
ask me why. I don't know. Looks like Indiana Jones meets Kirk.
Yeah. Again, it's supposed to be a damaged starship, but it kind of has like a temple vibe to it.
Yep, yep,
And
yep.
honestly, the shape of the doorways look very Star Wars, with the rounded corners like that.
Yeah, yeah. Fair.
That's great. That's a great picture, honestly. Yeah, I like that. Hmm. Yeah. What did you put in for a prompt for this one though? Like change the background or
Oh god. I'll be scrolling. I'll be scrolling.
because
Okay.
it looks like there's still a transporter pad above them.
Yes. So I took a shot of Stranger Worlds of the ship with the main three characters just walking. I said, take this shot, but make the spaceship with background is sparking as per damage, and it replaced all three Stranger Worlds people with Kirk again because he was a previous prompt. So like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? What? What?
Yeah.
No, no.
And Area 51 said novel cover. Yeah, absolutely. That was a good novel cover. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
had that
Speak.
vibe.
Speaking of book cover, I just thought this a second ago before I felt you challenged it and me. I just challenged it to create a Klingon yearbook with 25 Klingons. Now the question is, did it make unique Klingons and how many and how good?
No, it made a few unique, but like the one in front, obviously, he just came in from battle for this picture. Didn't even get his uniform changed. But the guys in the back, I mean, there's not much going on difference wise there. Oh my
There's quite a
goodness.
lot of eye difference, like the eyeballs, but yeah, the ridges are
Yeah,
basically the same.
yeah. Star Klingon Academy photo. I love it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I need a little bit more variation in Klingons for this to work well, I think.
And it's interesting
But
how.
again, as you've always said, as a background picture on somebody's desk in a fan film or something out of focus, yeah, it works.
Ah, my 47th Legion yearbook photo. Me and Kailash and Kailas and Kailash and Kaleth and Kirith and Kirsch. And there's
Yeah.
lots of people in Kailash in our year for some reason. It was almost everybody. I like how the guy on the furthest right, second from the bottom, has a full beard. And you realize how rare it is to have a full beard as a Klingon. He does not look like a Klingon anymore. Something about having that little wispiness and seeing more of the
Mm-hmm.
face, that actually is part of the Klingon. That's interesting.
Good look though, with the hair like that. It's a good look.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Variations in uniforms across the board. Different house clan symbols and sashes and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Did the cameraman say snarl for the camera or smile for the camera? This is the best I could come up with. Don't know. Any more prompts, guys? Let us know. Throw them in. Any more likes would be awesome as well. A couple more would be fantastic. But more super chats would be awesome to finish out as well.
Lets us do what we do. And keep bringing you new Trek. Which is kind of crazy.
And Maze asks, have you guys seen Babylon 5? It's amazing. It is amazing.
Yes.
I haven't seen all of it. I've only seen about half of it. Need to buckle down and watch the rest.
Yeah, I've seen all of the 5 seasons. I've seen the main spin-off movie that failed, as often the case. And
have you seen the animated one?
No, I own it. I get the 4K is right there. But again, I'm sitting down and saying, "Oh, I'm going to watch this." Plus, also like it's new. It may never be new, so it's nice to have like a bit of nebulously new, canon accurate with most of the voices. It's kind of a special feeling. So it's like, but no, but the fact it's 4K is absolutely amazing. So you'll never guess, Stuart. Academy Day rolled around and we've got another yearbook. Boy, challenging it is what we did here.
See, glasses do exist in the future.
Yep.
With the it hurts my brain looking at this because the black line, it just black line of the uniforms just kind of segments it really weirdly. They should be more staggered for that.
Well, they're all the same height, didn't you know? Almost. I mean, there's the faces are different. They've created, I think, there's 25 unique faces, give or take. They've kept the uniforms very consistent while being a good variation of different. I think I asked for like 4 or 5 unique variants, and it did give me a few variants. Yeah.
Looks like Picard in the middle, or
the
dad of Locarno.
Yep, Mr. Locarno. And the AI that's madness, right? That could easily be on someone's desk, and if you went, less people, like have more detail, or imagine if you did this like as a 1-by-1 picture, and then had made a yearbook physically of each one and be full detail, and then try and get the same angle, and try and really like craft the same look for each one, and then just make people's faces and say, okay, this person a lisp, because I don't know why a lisp would be visible, but yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Jason Spurlock, Captain Pike as president of the Federation in shape. Oh, yeah, we're not going to do that. Mess up Puke's hair. Yeah, the guy that died in the accident's dad, not Locarno's dad. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. Got the episode right. Messed up the. Yeah.
Do you want some spoons, Stuart?
Oh my god. Did the same thing with the Klingons. The guy in front just came in from battle. These don't look. These aren't really good. It's missing all the neck ridges.
And the uniforms are damn good, considering.
Yeah, uniforms are pretty good, and it's sea of gray.
I know.
It's like, ugh. Exactly how our Cardassian picture would look.
The same haircut. But the faces are, there is genuine variation, but they've kept it to the theme of a Cardassian. But that's, and again, imagine asking that even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
To fully understand the Cardassian uniform, at least the idea of the look, which it absolutely has, that's
It looks like one of those magic eye pictures, like you're supposed to like defocus your eyes and you'll see a secret picture, 3D image or something. It's got that kind of uniformity to it, but also just slight variation. If that works, I should try.
Yeah, and it does feel like variation.
Actually, when you do that, when you do the magic eye thing, it becomes very 3D. all of their heads like pop out. It's fucking weird. Because I'm really good at those 3D pictures. Magic eyes.
Yeah, to trick your brain to unfocusing is a...
Yeah, I got really good at it though for those.
Is a bit of a trick.
Uh-huh. Somebody said that maybe the guy in front is their teacher or their coach. Yeah. Grizzled veteran.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their forehead detail isn't Cardassian enough. Like there's no real spoon heads here. Pardon the slur, but
All right, I've done something really. I've asked a really radical one. Not this one, but I've asked a really radical one. Let's see if it can do it. Adding specificity here is important to variation, because that is a far harder thing to do. How's that look?
I see Federation comm badge.
No, you don't. There's definitely a few too many of the same lady. It's not quite as variation.
Yeah.
And the original, oh guys, come on. I mean, the hair's very different, at least in terms of colour and, well, colour.
Yeah, the style and length is pretty much all the same. There's one different one that's lower right there, but...
Oh, there's some really nice costume variation, like properly nice. Showing how, you know, how far but not far. I like how there's the more mature warriors in the middle.
Yeah.
Different degrees of scowling. And then you wonder how well this would do with you know, reinterpretate, you know, redoing that as a moving video, you know.
Yeah. And Area 51 says no boob windows. I know, right?
Yeah.
Klingon female, you gotta have the boob window.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to add that because it might not let it go through. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it would allow cleavage, just not like... Yeah.
Sorry. Saying the word boob window...
I'll just put in a picture of the Duras sisters and it would use that.
Yes, it might, but...
A bit like the Klingon from Deep Space Nine that married Quark. Yeah. Yeah. Rilke.
You with your... all your knowledge.
We have 35 likes. Can we get to 40, guys? Hit that like button if you haven't. Super chat in if you're able with an idea for Strange New Worlds Season 3. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, now this is going to be interesting. So I asked specifically for, can you make a new yearbook book for famous sci-fi time-traveling characters? Include 20 of them.
Okay.
So this is entirely subjective as to... So what has it done? Because this is quite interesting. So we've got 1, 2, 3... 3 Doctor Who's. So who do we recognise? Because we all have different media. So you've got Tom Baker, second from the second right, second row, and then Peter Capaldi of the most left, and Matt Smith above that, and Billy Piper Rose above that. Who do you recognise as being time traveling characters?
Well, there's 3 Marty McFlys kind of clustered together in the middle there.
Yeah. Bit of a cheat there, but okay.
We got a Starfleet captain, which looks like Pines Kirk.
Somewhat.
Chris Pine a little bit.
We've got 2 Pearl Mackies next to Matt Smith for some reason, which I guess technically are both time travelers. So that's... Do you think the one on the top, the second row, is meant to be Sam Beckett on the left? Because it's kind of something he would wear. Famous time traveling characters. Who the hell's the lady with pearls?
I don't know. It looks like Sally Jesse Raphael.
Don't know who that is. Can you label this picture and tell me who each character is it meant to be? I mean, it looks like there's the Mandalorian, but a lady version above Kirk, or not Kirk. Maybe top left secondary Bill or Ted, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, these aren't super awesome.
Apparently there might be stuff from Terminator, Looper, Loki, Quantum Leap, Bill and Ted, 12 Monkeys. Looper? Maybe the guy on the top left?
Possibly, yeah.
Loki?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's a tough one. I said Quantum Leap, so there probably is a Sam Beckett here. I think he's second row down on the far left. Maybe, as you said. Maybe, but that's stretching it quite a bit. DUI Champ throws in $5. Pike and Kirk in a shuttle overlooking the Enterprise being refitted from Strange New Worlds to TOS and Space Dock.
That is a great... that is like straight out of logical. Too logical almost.
And Let's see how it'll fuck it up.
And we're three away from a great goal, guys. So
Indeed. Yeah, another $5 super chats would be epic. So, excuse me. Yeah, I can't think of who any of these other people are, especially the guy in the back with the tie and glasses. Looks like somebody from like Severance or something.
Maybe 12 Monkeys. That's they say that might be.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, it's with the really young kid at the front that looks dressed like Marty McFly.
Kind of looks like Stranger Things, but they don't time travel.
No.
What do you guys think? Has anybody managed to work out any in the chat?
No. Put it in the chat, guys, if you recognize anybody that we're missing on this picture.
Yes. Indeed.
And actually, you know what? Every one of these characters could be Sam Beckett. Because he jumps into other people's bodies. So this is how everyone else sees him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nope. No, I'm not. Two more likes to get to 40. Wow. Cool.
Ooh,
hit the like
there.
button. Yeah.
Right there.
Raj says, interesting that Jean-Claude Van Damme is not there from Time Cop.
Yeah? Time Cop's definitely a guilty pleasure kind of film for me.
I think the best likenesses here are Tom Baker. I mean, Matt Smith and Capaldi are close-ish. The one Marty McFly is not too bad. And Piper. Billy Piper.
Yeah, Billy's... I mean, obviously it's stunt double Billy, but...
Yeah.
You know who she is.
Yeah.
Oh, did that not? Oh, that's why. So I've got
or the people from Hot Tub Time Machine. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. When you start diversifying to many franchises... Right, but I asked for another one because I thought it was a really interesting...
experiment?
Yeah. Guy offered 20 likenesses. Jesus. So I did the exact same thing, but action heroes. Now this, I think, I did say make them all unique.
Okay, I can recognize
Yeah,
all of these
this
guys
has
in the top.
succeeded a bit stronger. So let's go one at a time. Let's see if we know them all. Ellen Ripley from Aliens.
Indiana Jones,
Bruce Willis as John McClane.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator,
Sarah Connor. What's her name?
uh, can't recall.
Linda Hamilton as
Linda Hamilton, yes.
Sarah Connor.
And you got Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon.
Not a good Mel Gibson, gonna be honest, but that's okay. Tom Cruise from every Mission Impossible ever.
Yes, and Blade. Whether it's Wesley Snipes or the guy from the Blade TV show, it's hard to tell.
Then you got the guy from Little China, Kurt Russell. I think that's him
Well,
from that.
that's Snake from. Oh, well, now that's the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
But he doesn't wear black in Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, that's
Oh.
the guy that plays Saul Goodman, Bill Odenkirk from Normal Guy or something. He's like an assassin, but like yeah.
Okay. That is Van Damme from. I've seen Broken Arrow, something similar to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably another Blade there.
I think the Blade. Yep, that's very good.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, very good.
Yeah. and Snake from Escape from L.A.
There you go. And then a guy in a jacket.
That's Dirty Harry.
Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah,
Dirty
yeah.
Harry.
Yeah. And that would be. That's not Arnold, but I think it's trying to vibe Arnold from Predator, or the one I haven't seen that you like that it guilty pleasure. The middle's crap. The start's amazing. Commando. There you go.
Oh yeah. And then you got John Wick, of course.
And another Cas Van Dien.
No, not Casper Van Dien. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Look, what I meant to say clearly.
They're not at all alike.
All right, we've got the prompt. Want to read that out? Interesting results as well. Interesting.
So DUI champ, $5. Pike and Kirk in a shuttle overlooking the Enterprise being refitted in Stranger Worlds to TOS and Space Dock. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's very good. It doesn't look like Paul Wesley or William Shatner.
No.
But it does look like Anson.
Still the back of Anson's head. Well done, guys. I guess there's enough reference of Anson's head for that sort of wonderful thing.
And that Enterprise shot is pretty fucking cool, honestly.
Yeah, it's not what I ever thought it was going to go for, but
no,
I can see it.
This is like a scene out of from Picard.
Well, yeah. You're not wrong.
That's fucking great. Good job, DUI champ.
See what you guys can rate if you just prompt with super chats. Amazing things. And yeah, I mean, I've done a bit of Earth Space Talk recently, and that's definitely like that could be how it looks. And if you're going shuttle pod, not shuttle.
Yep.
Or like travel pod, sorry, then it would be, be pretty close.
And Classic for Real throws in $5.
Oh my god!
Every single Doctor ever, except they're all replaced by Anson Mount as Captain Pike, except Jodie Whittaker, who's Jess as Chapel now, still Strange New Worlds related.
I love it. I love it.
No, this one is really successful though. I like this. That shot of the Enterprise, like the windows aren't right, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't have a third nacelle that's attached to a strut in the middle of the strut randomly, so that's good. And it does look like the TOS Enterprise, so no, that's very successful.
That's a pretty good prompt. Oh, one more away from a goal. One more. After the other one more. We're still one more away from a goal, but like this, yeah.
I'll read his next one, so just so people know. Classic for real, $5. Pike gets revisited by Monster Maroon Pike, who shows Captain Pike the destruction of the Enterprise, and Monster Maroon Kirk watching from Star Trek 3.
So what am I going to ask you to do, Stuart?
I have no idea. Just put it in exactly like that. I want to see how it
Okay.
interprets. I want to see how it interprets Monster Maroon.
True. Oh god, yeah.
He's
Um,
some like large snarling beast.
I mean, I've got a shot from the episode. I feel like I should give it some fighting chance. Where's a good shot of that one that I got? Right, this one.
And we hit 40 likes, so thank you guys. That's awesome. It's got proper struts. It does. It does. But you can't tell because you're looking at it from front on. So they could sweep back. You just don't know it. And they could also have self cutouts in them. But we're hoping for the best.
Yes. Cute.
That shot has got to be in the final episode of this series. Passing off the Enterprise to Kirk, newly refitted, looking TOS. Oh fuck yes, please. For the love of God, please. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not going to do it.
No.
They're just going to ignore.
Yeah, they might make it white, but it'll still be the squashed Strange New Worlds Enterprise.
Yeah, and it's sad because they could do it so easily, and it'd make many people happy.
Surely they have their ear to the ground and hear everybody saying that that's what they want. Proper TOS Enterprise before the end of the series. Surely they know this.
Could be a heroic send-off, right?
Yes. On to new adventures, which are old adventures. Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can hope. We can hope.
Yeah.
And Classic throws in another one, which is awesome.
Oh.
Thank you. That hit our goal.
Mm-hmm.
Classic for real, $5. I don't know what goal, but sure. Since season 3 Chapel, Lon, Chin, Riley, and Uhura, but in sexy anime verse. Oh my god.
I'll put it in. It'll say no. We'll move on, because that was your choice to do that. I mean, you're gonna force its hand, and it's gonna say no. I'm gonna put it in. That's what you asked for. That's what you said. You can have anything.
Just
All
make
right.
them anime. Take out the sexy.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I asked for it specifically, as in the thing that was requested of me, and this is what it gave me.
I can see Pike in most of those, yeah.
I mean, because they don't look like they're doctors. That's the achievement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at 2 9s for some reason. We've got 10, 12. That's not a real doctor. That's not 7. 2 and 1 are okay. 11 and 11's okay. There's no 4 properly. Well, 4's at the bottom. Jodie's great. Lots of references to Jodie apparently, because that's very close to Jodie. God, I love maths. 3 Matt Smiths. Jesus. Who did they skipped Paul McGann, and they skipped Shooty, and they skipped War, and they skipped Third Doctor.
I only see 2 Matt Smiths, unless you mean the other one with the bow tie.
Yeah, there's 3 bow ties.
Well, there's 4 bow ties, but
Well, that's true. There's 3 similar bow ties in a pack of 3. All 3 are Matt.
Well, one is more Matt. The top one is the best Matt.
Yeah. That's so strange. I got first Doctor pretty good, because that's his precious costume.
Mm.
Weird. Why has it made Tom Baker very tired looking, like he's got bruised eyes? Sorry, Tom.
Because he's old. Because he's fucking old.
Yes, he's something, yes. It's been 83 years. Damn. But again, that's an amazing set of cosplay by many people.
And Classic says, not at all what I asked for, but sure. I mean, there's some Pike in there. You can see some Anson Mount and some other faces. And yeah, that's not Jess Bush at all, is Whitaker.
Yeah, I was pretty clear because I really want to see that work. I wonder if it. See, if I did it one at a time and framed it as can you swap clothes between Anson and a doctor, then it would probably do it because then it's more literal. But you asked, what, for 14 unique face variants?
Yeah.
Which is fine. Just like that's a lot of. Oh shit! Okay. I mean, I did put in reference, but okay, that's not a bad one that he put in next. That's the next one, then, yeah.
And that'll be it for those guys because we got to close out here in a few minutes. So we'll get the last two here and then we got to go. Classic says, hey, I still love it. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though, because it's a great anime. It's a great Doctor Who convention.
It's just cosplayers.
Yes. Right, we had classics again. I did include reference a bit, but it has certainly helped narrow it down.
Pike gets revisited by Monster Maroon Pike, who shows Captain Pike the destruction of the Enterprise, and Monster Maroon Kirk watching from Star Trek 3. So Pike looking at Pike with Kirk and...
I mean, that's not what they asked for. Right?
It's better than what I expected.
Yeah, exactly. But it went symbolic with the Kirk looking across the window.
Yeah.
Like it fixed the Rathacon shoulder, the strap line, but it broke the wetness of the other shoulder.
It's still got the leather, yeah.
Yeah. Although pretty good Shatner out of focus and an explosion. In fairness, that's what's going on with the saucer, but that's okay. No, it's considering the nonsense in a good way what was asked for. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's classic, like, close enough. It's like, yeah. All right, and then the last one we'll try, and we'll see what comes out.
We be trying. Humsy hum.
All right, 29 viewers still, which is awesome. Hit that like if you haven't already, if you're just joining us. Like NCC 24656. Hit like if you're just joining us. So welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're closing out here after this next picture because it does our time. I turn into a pumpkin very soon, so
I mean, it's very fair.
I don't want you to see that. It's quite embarrassing.
How
especially where my stem is.
How embarrassing.
Are you Mr. Plinkett?
No. That was very good. What is our life, Stuart? It's a great time.
Yep. Bring back Star Trek Prodigy. I agree, Jason. Yes.
I agree as well.
Hashtag. What is it? Save Star Trek Prodigy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag Prodigy did nothing wrong. Wait.
Absolutely, they didn't.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Prodigy did everything right.
Man, Classic is a crazy man. It got through, Stuart. It got through.
With the sexy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now I'm
read out the prompt again, because it went through.
So season 3, Chapel, on Chin, Riley, and Uhura, but they're sexy anime verse. Oh, I like. Great success.
It went through.
Okay, that's a success. Good job, Classic. Good way to end out.
It's like you can't win them all, and some you can.
So, which one's on?
Yes.
I want to say the one in yellow because of the eye shape. And then you got Una there in blue, I guess.
I mean, probably on the right sooner. All on. Okay, maybe
Right.
not. Maybe
Right.
not. Maybe not.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, there you go. That's a great way to end out. Thank you,
It
everybody,
is.
for watching and joining. I appreciate you all. Everyone that super chatted and all your crazy ideas. I appreciate all those. They're fun. Join us tomorrow for another live. Not quite sure what we're doing yet, but tune in for it anyway. Same time, same channel. You know the routine.
It will be fun and it will be serious.
So until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He is Captain Foley, and that is a crazy live. We've come a long way, Stuart, from that thumbnail to that closing.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
And that's a wrap. Gonna wrap it up. That could be